Oh my god, I need to do something with my hair. Good morning, y'all. It is maybe a little bit before 11. I just went for a walk and left so many voice notes for my friend. I think I left like an hour, almost an hour of voice notes. So yeah, here we are, Vlogmas Day 4. I have a meeting later today. Got to take my mom to the dentist today, and gonna do some writing today. I did some really good writing yesterday. I also realized too that I think Vlogmas is supposed to be like a little Christmassy, but you're gonna get what you're gonna get. I need to do something with my hair today, y'all. I think it's because I didn't grow up here that I'm like, nobody's gonna see me. I don't care what I look like when I'm in a city where nobody knows me. So yeah, anyway, we'll talk later. Y'all, I just wanna say, don't underestimate how something that you might feel is small can mean to somebody else. Yeah, like, I don't know. I always think that thoughtful, there's so much appreciation I have for a small thoughtful thing than you know, some big grand empty gesture. For example, like I had somebody staying with me, and like I knew that they liked like gummy candies, so like kind of made them like a gift basket of like gummy candies, and like I don't know. And then for me, like if I have somebody staying with me at my place, I like to have them be comfortable. So like I'll buy you like a pair of slippers from fucking TJ Maxx or Marshalls for like $7-8, just so like you feel comfortable, you know? So yeah, so I think that these like small thoughtful things mean so much. Like they're truly, you know, I know it's kind of cliche to say, you know, like money can't buy happiness or whatever. I don't even know what cliche I was gonna go for there, but like I wish I could put this camera, phone, whatever, down somewhere else. I'm still wearing this shirt, y'all. I've washed it, I promise you, but I just keep wearing it. I promise you I've washed it. But yeah, but like thoughtful gestures just mean so much. Like for example, one of the best gifts I've ever gotten, a friend of mine, he does music sometimes, like he has guitars and stuff, and I had like bought a bass guitar because I was like, oh, like I just want to be a hot left-handed bass player, whatever. Like I need to pick it up. I probably haven't picked it up in a couple years, but anyway, but I can play it because it's me. But he bought me an amp that you can plug your headphones into. So like I can, like you plug the amp, it's like small, like you plug it into the guitar and then you plug your headphones into the device and you can hear it. So like when I'm in my apartment playing and I don't want to plug my bass, or it's like late and I don't want to plug my bass into the big huge amplifier that's loud and disturbing to my neighbors, I can hear it. And I was like, that is so thoughtful. And like it doesn't even matter how much it costs, you know what I'm saying? It's probably like 20, like maybe $30 at the most or whatever, but I was like, this is such a thoughtful gift because like first of all, like I like gifts that kind of align with like your own values too. Like he's like also a musician, right? And he knows that that's something that I've been getting into and looking at. And he like got me that really thoughtful gift of like, oh, like she lives in an apartment and she probably can't like turn the amp on. So like, let me get her this thing. Like, I just love shit like that. I'm trying to think of like other really nice gifts that I've gotten. Or like that I always give really meaningful, thoughtful gifts, or just like do little tasks that you probably don't even know that it means so much to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even to like get the accolades or the praise or like any of that. It's just like, hey, like I thought of you and I thought you could use this. Like, I really was so pleased with this gift that I bought for my friend. My friend had a baby, and my friend is like always like supportive of other content creators, and so this is her second baby. And so there's this other content creator that I follow. She came out with a baby-led weaning cookbook, and she's a mixed race Caribbean woman, and she came out with this baby-led weaning cookbook, and she has this whole TikTok of like how she did baby-led weaning for her daughter, and then that creator just had another baby, right? So so she's gonna probably start her baby-led weaning series again for her other daughter. The story is so complicated. But that creator, her name is Cyan, she came out with a baby-led weaning cookbook, and I bought it for my friend who just had a new baby. And the cool thing about it is that Cyan's daughter is named Rue, and my friend who had the new baby, her name is Rue. So I was like, oh my God, I feel like this is like the perfect little gift. It's like supporting this content creator. And my friend is very supportive of women, of Black owned businesses, of all this stuff. So I feel like it just all ties into something that's like significant and kind of makes sense, you know? Anyway, but that was a gift. And the examples I'm talking about here are more so like tasks and things. But like, so right now I bring this up because my mom has a dentist appointment today, and I know that she's getting some work done. So I was gonna do this when I was at the appointment, but she's like not awake yet. So I'm like, let me just do it now. But I'm gonna get her some ice cream, and I'm gonna get her some soup, you know, in case she like doesn't want to eat a lot or whatever. And it's just like just these little considerate, thoughtful, think ahead things that like, you know, are just nice to do for somebody. Like if I can, you know, of like, why not, you know, like, or like when I go to pick up people from the airport, like I bring them food, you know, because I know that they probably spent fucking $30 on an airport hamburger and they're still hungry, and they get, you know, 2 little pretzels on the plane. I'm like, first of all, like I'll not generally, and I actually haven't had to do it. Like if I'm able to, I will pick people up from the airport. That's something that I have like a connection to, of like, I think so many years of, you know, living in New York and taking like the train or taking a fucking car to the airport and just wishing that I had somebody to either bring me to the airport or pick me up. Like there is nothing like having a ride from the airport, dog. Like it's just the friggin' best. Anyway, yeah, like if I'm picking you up from the airport and it's like a time of the night where it's like, it's probably late, like I'll bring you food, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll get you something. The thing always comes up because like I don't eat meat, and usually people that I hang out with, like everybody I know does, and I'm like, what do you even eat? So I usually just get like a sandwich or something. I think a friend of mine, I was picking him up from the airport, and I think I just got him like chicken teriyaki or something because it was kind of late. It was like the only thing that was open. I didn't want to get him fast food. I was like, let me just get like chicken teriyaki. Like that's kind of basic, right? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to get my mom some ice cream, and then I think I'm going to go to one of these Asian restaurants and get like a thing of soup, you know, just so she has something if she wants to, if she like doesn't, like if harder foods are not, you know, good for her to eat, and just like have a little something, you know. Yeah, but anyway, but I was going to do this while she was getting the work done, but I'm like, you know what, let me just do it right now because she's not up yet. Like I have the keys to her car, it's all good. So yeah, so you know, and I think you know, and even just, you know, checking in on somebody or asking somebody how they're doing, or inquiring about a project that they've done before, or like, hey, like how is that thing going that you were talking about? Now listen, it's different with artists because sometimes, and like that's a place for me to look at, right? Like I don't blame other people when they do it, but like if I talk about something and somebody's like, how does that thing go, and I haven't been working on it or whatever, I might get mad. But like that's not your fault. That's just me being like, fuck, like I'm just mad at myself that I didn't finish it, and I'm like, damn it, like I shouldn't have even put it out there, you know, whatever. So yeah, just, you know, I think having the understanding that like maybe not everybody is fine, you know, like maybe not everybody is just okay, because I feel like maybe the hesitation to ask somebody how they're doing or if they need anything is because it seems like they're okay, you know. And I especially think with this like GoFundMe that I'm doing, I'm like, hey, I'm actually like not okay. I'm actually kind of going through something right now. So it would be, so like I'm letting you know, because yes, it seems like I have it together, but I do that on purpose because I also like don't want it to seem like I'm like falling apart a little bit, you know? So I think that it's important to have some vulnerability, dog, and like, you know, say if we need something, but also to like help anticipate people's needs. I am so happy and grateful that I've found multiple someones who always anticipate my needs, who are always like, oh, you know what? Like, she might need this. She might like this. I'm just going to think of it now so that she doesn't have to think about it later. Like, for example, my mom, so my mom has this fancy ass coffee maker, and child, I don't know how to use it, but she also has, and she drinks decaf coffee. Like, I don't know how to use the thing. It just looks complicated. But the other day I was taking her to her other appointment. She's fine, by the way. She's just doing like general checkup stuff. If you were wondering, I was taking her to like another appointment, and we were running like, it was closed. The place was closed, and like I just wanted to like let her sleep. My hair looks fucking nuts. Where are my keys? Yeah. And so I didn't like I know that she drinks her coffee in the morning, even though it's decaf, but I know that she drinks her coffee. So I just made like the instant coffee, right? Because like I didn't know how to use the other machine. And like she has the instant, you know, packets too for coffee, for decaf as well. Train of thought, hold on. So today, before I left just now, I just put more water into the hot water kettle in case that's the kind of coffee that she wanted. Like little, you know, just like, you know what, like I see that this is low. I'm gonna put water in it. And if that wasn't the task that I was gonna do, I was also gonna like empty the dishwasher, but I knew that she was still sleeping. I didn't want to make any extra noise. So I'm like, okay, I can't do that thing right now. So I'm gonna do another thing that I can do that's like pretty quiet. And also like she, you know, like, you know, anyway. So it's just like while I'm here visiting, I want to be able to like do what I can, you know. All right, let me go into the store and get this ice cream. So because I'm driving my mom's car, whenever I come out from somewhere and I'm looking for the car, I'm like, where is it? What does it look like again? That's really bad. I should memorize the license plate. Okay. I guess I should film this way. Damn, this angle, you know what? I'm beautiful no matter what. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. It's fine. Whatever, I don't care. So I left my friend 50 minutes of voice notes this morning because I was catching her up on my life in the last week. So yeah, so a lot has been going on, babe. And it's all good. It's all for my highest being, for my highest good. I've been doing this forgiveness. I'll just like summarize super quick in the 10 minutes that it takes me to get back to the house. I've been doing this forgiveness practice, which has been feeling really good. It's just this sound, this music that I listen to on Insight Timer. And I just think of like all the people that I want to forgive. And I just feel like a weight lifting like as I do it, you know? And then I heard this thing yesterday. Here's the thing about like the internet. Like if you want to find something, it's less of like, oh, it's divine timing that I saw this video. It's like, no, like you've been on TikTok like 80 times a day. So you're going to see something that applies, like period. But anyway, but I was listening to this woman who was saying like people try to figure out the why of something instead of like facing what it is, you know? And that was just really impactful because there are a few situations where I'm like, why did this happen? And why isn't that? Maybe it's this, maybe it's this. And it's just like, no, like it happened. It has nothing to do with me. You know, it's just like my reaction to it. And that's it. Like, and I don't have to assign extra meaning to it or whatever. Like, it is what it is right now. And that's what it is. And also continually realizing that it's all for my highest good. Everything that happens is for my highest good, no matter what it fucking looks like. like everything's always working out for me, and this is what it looks like, period. So yeah, I was scheduling my trip to Atlanta because I'm going to Atlanta to film a movie, which I'm very excited about. It's funny because the last film that I did with this same director, I was like, I think that this is my biggest credit with the biggest these are like the biggest actors that I've worked with, and now that's about to like change again, which is really cool. And it's funny because a friend of mine was like, you just need like 5 more people like her. You just need like 5 more directors like her. And I was like, yeah, I sure do. So I'm very excited, very grateful to be working with her again. I have 2 days this time. Last time I had 1, but now I have 2, which is very cool. Yeah, filming in Atlanta. I am debating on, and I will catch you up on this. So here's the thing. I spent a lot of time in Atlanta in 2022, and I guess I didn't realize it at the time because like I had a place to stay and I was driving around with somebody, but like Atlanta's like Australia in that it feels like 90% of it is like uninhabitable. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So the place where I'm filming, I was trying to get a hotel close to where I'm filming so that I don't have to go very far. There's nothing. I'm staying in, I think I've realized that like Atlanta's kind of broken into quadrants, right? You're either in, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, whatever. There is like, I'm saying like it's more more northwest. There's nothing. There's like one hotel that I think is still like 20 miles away or 15 miles away or something. And like the reviews are bad. And I'm like, how is there nothing over here? Like it's not, I guess it's like not really like the city part or Midtown or whatever the fuck. Like I don't know the regions of Atlanta at all, dog. Like I just don't. There's nothing over there. So I'm trying to debate. I'm like, okay, I'm getting in the night before and I'm getting in kind of late. So I'm like, should I just get a hotel near the airport? Just take the shuttle from the hotel to the airport and then have to take, a Lyft or an Uber in the morning. And that's probably going to be like 40 minutes. Or should I get a hotel where I'd have to like lift from the airport and then like lift in the morning to set, but it's like closer in. But when I say closer in, dude, like, and I'm trying to just use IHG hotel points, whatever, like be loyal to that, whatever. When I say it's closer, the closest hotel that I found is still 20 miles away. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dog? Like, what is happening? So yeah, I'm trying to debate. I also hit up a group that I'm in, like a Facebook group that I'm in of a bunch of people who live in Atlanta. And I'm like, hey, could I like crash for an evening? I would probably be in at like 11 and be out by like 7 in the morning, if not earlier. So it's literally just an evening. And that's the other thing too. I'm like, do I pay like actual American dollars to stay in a place for like 7-8 hours? I actually don't know what time I'm called the next day for the shoot. So, that could change too. Or do I see if I can crash? And I mean, the thing about crashing is like, I just prefer my own space, So we'll see what happens. But that's something that I'm kind of like noodling on right now. Because I would prefer a hotel. So like, I don't have to bother anybody. I can just shower. I can, do whatever. And I actually did find one that was like $70, which isn't bad. And then I get the points for that. And that will lead to, other things. So yeah. And then the amazing thing is that I'm actually like taking 2 trips, which you'll see me vlog about. I'm actually taking 2 trips between my 2 shoot days in Atlanta. Bruh, what are we doing, sir? I think I'm not going to take, because this way that I'm driving right now is so that I don't have to like cut across these like highways to get back to where my mom lives. But the merge that happens on this street, I don't like it because these people are not great mergers. So I think I'd rather wait and cross like the busier kind of state route than do this merge, because it always feels a little scary. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so we're gonna figure out the hotel thing. I also did find an Airbnb. it was like I could walk to set, but there was something in the review that I read. I don't want to repeat it because it creeps me out. And I was like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. If it was a hotel, cool, but no. So yeah. Yeah, points have like gotten me really far. Like I have like a bunch of Delta points. I just have some American Express points from this last trip that I took. So yeah, like points have gotten me like a free checked bag, upgrades, you know, all that stuff. So I'm like, if I can be loyal, let's be loyal, baby. Anyway, about to go back in. I think my mom was waking up when I left, so she should be up now. I also should just wake her up because her appointment is in like an hour. She usually doesn't sleep this late. That's why I was like, I'm not even gonna try to wake her up, you know. I don't even know if she's up yet, but yeah, babe. Anyway, I'm glad that this vlog is longer today because I know that my last ones have been shorter. But I'm also very proud of myself for still putting out the vlog because, honey, when I tell you Monday was very trying, and I was just like, I don't even want to do this. And I was like, you know what, Ash, just put up something. Like, just because, you know, something happens, you don't have to stop your entire life, or you don't have to stop the thing that you said that you were going to do. Like, keep doing it. This is why, you know, artists keep working despite and throughout. So yeah. This might be the end of it. I don't know. I'll try to like do a sign off, but who knows? All right, later. Y'all, I drove all the way back home and forgot to get the damn soup. So good thing I remembered before I went inside the house. But yeah, I'm gonna go get the soup now. And it's right, it's like right around the corner. So silly. I'm gonna get a hot and sour soup because that's something that I would eat. I actually, because I know that she's watching her sodium, so I want to get something that like I would eat if she doesn't end up wanting it, but I kind of do want to see if there's like a chicken noodle. I don't eat meat, which I think I've told you, but I mean, she can always thin it out, I think, you know. She just has to like watch her sodium, and I know that, you know, especially at like a restaurant, those things can be really high in sodium. I was looking at like a canned one just to have, but I was like, I feel like that's just not as good. You know, like you want something like homemade, and she's gonna have to reheat it because this appointment isn't until later, but I'm like, let me just get it done now while I'm up and out. Yeah, so I woke up today. I actually woke up before my alarm. I set an alarm for 10:30. I went to bed at like 3 o'clock, y'all. Like I just be up. I just be fucking awake. I also think I had a matcha late, so that probably contributed to it. But I ended up waking up at like 9:30. I do 6 things every day. I meditate, like as soon as I get up and I do my morning pages, right? I just write 3 pages freehand, Julia Cameron, The Artist Way. I get up, as soon as I get up, like maybe I'll pee first and then do my morning pages, or sometimes I don't. So I write, and then I've decided to do some habit stacking, James Clear, Atomic Habits, babe. And I say, okay, after I do my morning pages, I'm going to meditate. So I have a meditation app that I've been using every single day. Every single day this year, I've meditated. And if I've missed a day, I've like done something that's like did you nap? Did you walk? Whatever. But like, I haven't, like, I have a 336 day streak. Okay. And we're maintaining that bitch. And it's been so great. So yeah, so I meditate for at least 5 minutes. So it's like, once I do my morning pages, it's like my habit stack upon that, because my morning pages are now a habit. I do my 5 minutes of meditation. I also have decided that before I leave my room, I'm going to practice my ASL. So I downloaded this app, which I think I'm going to get the full thing for once I can like afford it, because it's really good. It's taught by deaf people. It's an app where you can learn sign language. So I practice for at least 5 minutes. So I set a timer and I do my practice, but now I've been doing it like after midnight. But my other kind of rule about it is like before I leave my bedroom, because I have my phone, I do my ASL, right? My other thing that I do every day, I'm at the Chinese food place, so I will probably finish this in a bit. The other thing that I do every day is when I open my, because I was like, how do I habit stack? So habit stacking, and this is just my, you know, Cliff Notes version of it. It's like you take something you already do, and a habit can be anything. It's not necessarily like good or bad or neutral. Like a habit is like when I wake up, I pee, you know, like it's a habit because you do it all the time, but it's not necessarily, it's neutral, right? Like peeing is neutral. So my habit stack for my writing is that when I open my computer, the first thing I do is write one sentence. I write one sentence on a play or a screenplay or whatever that I'm writing. Like, open my computer, write one sentence. Sometimes, honestly, I forget to do it at that time. Like, I'll kind of like open my computer to do something else, but I will remember, and I'm like, fuck, I forgot. But I do end up remembering, which is great. Is this Chinese food place still? Oh yeah, it is. Hold on. Okay, as I was saying, I got my soup. As I was saying, the things that I do daily are, I do my meditation, like after I do my morning pages, and then I do my ASL either like after midnight so that it counts for the day, or before I leave my room. And then I do my writing when I open my computer. So I write at least one sentence, which usually ends up being more, but sometimes it's just one, y'all. Sometimes it's just fucking one. And then right after I do my one sentence, I write on my blog. So I have a blog that I have done random short stories and stuff in, but then I decided to write in it every single day. I started that in 2017. Some years I have gotten to writing in it every day. I think it was 2017 or 2018. So for the past like 6 years, some years I don't get to 365, and that's fine. Right now, there were like months where I didn't write in this thing, y'all, but I'm trying to like just do what I can before the end of the year. Right now, I think I'm at 200 posts for the year. Sometimes I will do multiple posts a day. So it's like I open up my computer, which I'm always going to do every single day. That's the habit. And then the habit stack is to write one sentence in some script that I'm writing. And then after I do that, I just go right to my blog. So that's been good. So those are the 4 things that I do so far. So I do 6. The other thing I do is called tapping. So EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. It's incredible. If you're feeling angry or want to feel grateful or whatever, it's just like releasing these acupressure points, whatever. It's so great. I do it twice a day. Now, here's the thing, because I do it twice a day. Sometimes I just like wait till like the end of the friggin' day to do it. And I don't always do it when I like need to do it. So what I've done, I've made tapping something that I do after I do my first post on Instagram, because I post on Instagram every day. So I'm like, okay, after whenever I do my first Instagram post, that's when after I post, I'm going to do my tapping, right? So that doesn't get me in the habit of doing it twice a day, but I do it anyway. The other habit that I do twice a day is a nervous system release, where I press on certain like acupressure points, and it's like 5 different points that I do. I put that on, and I actually didn't do it today, so it's a good reminder. I do that after I exercise or after my walk. Like yesterday, so I do it twice, right? So yesterday I actually did it while I was meditating. Did I do it today? I don't think I've done it today. But I'll do it after my walk, which I forgot to do today, but before I go into the house, I'm just going to do it. Because you're supposed to do like 30 to 60 seconds on each point. So it'll be less than 5 minutes. So just like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm just getting it done, but it also is like a habit that feels really good for me and helps me to release any tension and just like have a fucking regulated nervous system. So so those are my 6 things that I do daily. It's the meditate, it's the blog, it's the write one sentence, it's the ASL, it's the tapping, it's the nervous system. And it feels really good. And again, the tapping and the meditation and the EFT, tapping and EFT are the same. The nervous system, the meditation, and the EFT are things that I do daily anyway. But now I'm doing them kind of at certain times, instead of like waiting the whole day to do all 3 of those things, you know? Which, like, I get it done, but it's like I'd rather do it at a certain time, at a certain point, where, like, hey, it might be good to tap because you're fucking stressed out. Like, I was kind of, like, stressed about something yesterday, and I was like, let me just do my nervous system release right now, and it helped, you know? So I'm about to do it right now. I can actually show it to you. So I got this from this woman named Julia Halker, I think her last name is. She's on TikTok. I actually don't know her name on I would have to look it up for you. And to be quite honest, I probably will not. I probably won't link it. But it's Julia spelled with a G, and it's like Giulia, Halker. She's on YouTube, she's on TikTok, but she does this nervous system release, and I'll just do it for the time and just to like show you. Do not like find her video and do it, but you start with like the little crease of your wrist. You want to put 3 fingers there, and then put your pinky here, and I kind of like substitute my index finger, and then I just rub this point there. I think it's the pericardium 6th point, I think is what it's called. And you just rub that for 30 to 60 seconds. You might yawn a lot. You might just feel relief. You might start crying. I've never cried, but I've definitely felt release. I definitely like yawn. Actually doing these things actually makes me pee a lot. So I try to, I sometimes can't help it, but I try to like not do it like right before bed, because then I'm just like peeing all night. So yeah, just breathing. I also think I'm going to go get back into the habit of doing mouth tape at night. I did it last night. I think it was really good. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose too. Good. So that was about 30 seconds. Same thing, other side. 3 fingers, and then you kind of find the little point, and like you'll feel it. It's like a little, I don't know, like you'll kind of, it's not painful, but you kind of press in and just do little circles. I don't know, it's kind of like in between, it's kind of like in between this like artery, vein, I don't know, but you'll know it. You'll just know it. And the map of it is like 3 fingers down from where your wrist crease is. So you can do this with me if you want to. And I'm not explaining the science behind it very well, but you can do it with me. And, you know, it's not something that's going to like cause you major injuries if you do it wrong, I don't think. But the other 2 are pretty simple to do, and I have taught those. So, okay. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose again. Good. So let that go. And then you're going to go to your 3rd eye point and just rub that. I know I'm parked crooked, but we're going to leave soon. That's fine. It's going to be a long vlog today. Good. Let that go. You're going to go to your ears. There's like she describes it, there's like a triangle at the top of your ears. You're just going to pinch. Just going to pinch that little triangle at the top of your ears. This is the, I don't remember the name of it. Shenmen. Shenmen is what this point is called. Squeeze it. You can also make circles, but I find that I lose my grip on my ears when I make circles, so all I do is just squeeze it. And if I'm driving and I do this, and sometimes that happens, I just do it with one hand. But you're going to do both ears at the same time if you're not driving. I also like that this is short, you know, so if you have ADHD or any other kind of feeling distracted or bored or whatever, it's over quickly. Good. Let's just do 10 more seconds. And by now I can kind of like time myself, you know, like I used to do it with her video, but I can kind of time it for myself of how long I'm doing it. Good. Let go. Last point is also an ear point. You're going to take your earlobes, pinch them, pull them down, and then stretch them out. And I'm trying to be careful because I think my piercing that I have, which is pretty old now, I think it's like 5 or 6 months old, is like kind of being affected by it. So pull your earlobes down and then out, and just squeeze them. You don't have to rub them. So you might find a lot of yawning here, a lot of just release, and that's totally normal. And then she has 2 prompts at the end of this that I don't remember because I admittedly don't always do them, but I'll try to remember. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose too. Do it again. Inhale. Beautiful. Okay, let go. So, okay, close your eyes and just think of 2 shifts since you started that, emotional shifts. So I'll say mine. I feel more calm, less frenetic, and I feel very grateful and thankful and accomplished. That's 3. And then 2 things that you know to be true. Those are the prompts. So 2 shifts and 2 things that you know to be true. It might be 3 or 1, but one thing I know to be true is that I'm very loved and very supported by my community. And something else that I know to be true is that I am a talented actress and writer and creator. All right, y'all. Thanks for doing that with me. I will see you again later. I've gotten everything now, so I'm not going to be back in the car for a little bit, I hope. Okay, bye. Okay, I've done something with my hair. I've dropped my mom off at the dentist. And I just want to say that I'm like sitting in my car with my laptop about to write a scene for my playwriting class tomorrow with some Hauju Queijo, which is Brazilian cheese bread. It said bakery and I went in and it was Brazilian. I was like, sweet, that's perfect. And coffee. And I'm just saying that I'm living my ideal life right now. I'm just so grateful. The little walk that I had out here was just like really nice. It's just like a really peaceful area. It's the friggin' middle of the day on a Wednesday. I'm just gonna wind down these windows a little bit. And yeah, I'm just grateful and, you know, thankful that you're watching this, thankful that you're tuned in. So yeah, wish me luck on my writing. And yeah, talk later.
What?
Behind the air fryer.
Do you hide something back there?
There's something back there.
Did you hide something back there?
I don't know.
Food. Oh, Chinese food. Soup. Lord have mercy. When did you get this?
When I was out, when you were sleeping.
And you brought it in the house?
Yes.
I didn't even see it. I saw something. You put something in the fridge.
There's something in the fridge too.
Yes. Where did you get the money from?
Your wallet. No, I'm kidding.
The charger?
That's a vegetable soup, and then the other one's chicken noodle soup.
Oh, where is your food?
I'm gonna have some of the vegetable one.
Oh, yeah. So no porridge?
You're welcome.
I did say thank you.
No, you didn't.
So nice, Ashley.
I'm recording it, so I'll go back and see if you said thank you or not.
Go ahead. Thank you, Ashley. Yay. So, all right.
And in the freezer. Go in the freezer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nobody ever do all this for me.
And then go in the
Nobody.
freezer.
All they did was they care about themselves.
On the door.
Ice cream. Thank God. Yes. Sweet. Yeah, that fridge needs to be taken out and put together. When I was in the chair, I was thinking about what to do with the chicken legs.